This is the last episode of my first season, and I've prepared a 9-course candlelit menu for Kumar and Mahela, Sri Lanka's cricketing heroes. They were walk-in guests on a busy night and have become great gourmet buddies since then. Mahela's wife Chris is here, but unfortunately Yehali could not make it. Naturally, I'm a big fan of theirs, and they are fans of Nihonbashi and my food. Guys, thank you very much for coming for this special dinner. It's been a wonderful and working hard schedule doing this series. Today's menu is here, and I call it a candlelit menu because there's a candle in there. And I'm trying to match every dish as the candle goes down. So we've done timing tests in advance, and we hope to serve you 9 courses. One of the dishes I think is one of your biggest favorites, and one is something you have never tried before. And I need to be in the kitchen prepping, and bringing out the dishes. I'll be here on and off. But till such time, enjoy your tea, and I'll get the food out. Thank you. Today we are cooking at the restaurant, and sometimes things are easy, but it's a restaurant, so it's high paced, and we are running around. I've got 9 dishes to serve them. Just starting now. No name sashimi is the first dish we are going to serve today. A sashimi dish with no wasabi. The light but fresh taste of sea bream, balancing out beautifully with freshly ground sesame, mirin, soy, and a few drops of lime. And I top it off with thinly sliced white spring onion, which gives each piece a crunchy yet an inviting texture. There you go, course number 1. The Japanese serving culture is men first. If I was serving this dish in a wine degustation menu, I would serve a crispy, young and light Riesling or a Gamay, or my personal favorite, bubbles from the Champagne region. Maguro carpaccio, the second dish of this menu, a fish that is a little bit more heavy in flavors. The tuna equivalent of the beef carpaccio, as I say, but I make it with soy and a very hard to find wasabi olive oil, a dash of salt, a twist of pepper, and thinly sliced negi. This is Maguro carpaccio. I'm not calling it tuna carpaccio. I want to emphasize the Japanese-ness of Nihonbashi, and we use the word for tuna, which is Maguro out here. It's very, very thinly sliced ruby red tuna from Sri Lanka. And in here, in this beaker, I have wasabi olive oil and soy sauce. This dish, although it's a fish, a young burgundy, would work wonders on the palate. We are on to our third dish right now, and it's actually being grilled on the charcoal grill outside. This dish, it's a tsukune, it's a minced chicken cooked on charcoal. Goes through 2 cooking processes. One is in hot water, and then it gets cooked on charcoal. But before that, there's a mixing process of what goes in there. So let me show you what goes in. There are 4 kinds of chicken items that goes. This is minced chicken, chicken skin, chicken gizzard, and chicken cartilage, all chopped really, really fine. And then we have flour, onions, and leek. So let's get mixing. I'm going to start with the minced chicken. This chicken may look darker than what you would find. It's because I get this from a chicken factory that minces bones and gets the meat around it. It's an amazing, flavorful meat. For 500 grams of minced chicken, I'm going to put 100 grams of everything else. And this is onion, really, really finely chopped. There. 100 grams of leek. Chicken skin. The chicken skin, what we use, we actually boil it once, so we lose all the fat content around it. This is cartilage, an amazing part on yakitori as it is, and chicken gizzard. And flour. The flour is going to help us bind it and hold it together. This dish would have never graced our menus if I had not visited the factory the chicken factory. And we have so many dishes coming out of this particular minced meat and the resulting bone that has taken Nihonbashi to many Japanese blog sites commenting about one of our most famous signature dishes, tsukune nabe. So this is ready, and it's going to get dropped into hot water right now, and it's going to form beautiful balls, and I think you can make about 45 balls out of this. So you could do like 2 per serving, 3 per serving, but here we do 3 per serving, and that's it. This will now go into my kitchen where my yakitori staff would make balls and put it into hot water. They make about 300, 400 of these balls a day, and they're much more better, versatile in making these balls today than I would ever be. This one has no salt or no soy sauce. That's because on our yakitori grill menu, we have 2 options of using salt or tare sauce. So that's why there's no salt or pepper or soy sauce in this. So maybe if you want just to serve it without too much hassle, maybe you could add some stuff like that. But I'm letting the charcoal and the salt or the sauces work for me. These are the tsukune that just got grilled off from the charcoal grill. If you look carefully, it's cooked in our tare sauce, and the little jagged edges are all the little pieces we mixed in there. I'm using egg yolk. Pour it on top or around every chicken ball. It just smoothens things out, like when you eat sukiyaki. Okay, I don't know whether we've served it with the egg yolk to you before, because we normally don't do it to our Sri Lankan guests, but I thought I'll try today. Right? It's a very, very thick and heavy sauce, right? So when you have egg yolk around it, it smoothens the edges and mellows it out a little.
What would you recommend with the egg yolk?
And this is the menu, is it?
Tensabi temaki is an original and one of a kind in the world. Tempura in sushi is totally non-Japanese cuisine.
This dish I made before once on our episodes. It's one of their favorite dishes. Chris? Ladies first, yeah?
Trying to make one better than the horrible tempura rolls of the semi-Japanese restaurants in the world, I made this roll about 8 years ago and tested it for a good year. After the many positive comments, it now graces our menus at the main restaurant and at the Hilton Resident. This hand roll is a favorite of many of our guests, and Kuma loves this one too. The next dish, Sarana Gomae. Goma is sesame and aye is blended with. Blanched fresh saran leaves are mixed lightly with chopsticks, not a fork, into a sesame paste that we make at Nihonbashi. A huge favorite among Nihonbashi fans, and seems to bring out smiles on many Sri Lankans when they get to know it's a simple sarana leaf that we're using in this dish. Sri Lanka does not have spinach, and this leaf works really, really well with this sesame paste that we make.
We've been to so many Japanese restaurants around the world, to be honest, and Darshan is something unique because he blends the Sri Lankan flavor into it as well. The ingredients, the vegetables that he uses with his Japanese, recipes, it's amazing. We've never ever seen that done anywhere in the world, and that's the beauty of it, because we are truly Sri Lankans as well. We love our Sri Lankan food, so when you give that in a different way, it's always something special.
And he's got his own little dishes as well, his own creations, which you haven't tried anywhere else, so that is unique, and we absolutely love it. The sarna leaves is absolutely, it's so unique and it's absolutely fabulous.